Trailbreaker, what are you doing? I don't remember ever asking you to defend my package. Wait a minute. You're not even a movie bot. This is a movie bot package. Yes, Optimus, much better. Hey guys, welcome back. Just got done looking at this box a little bit and seeing what this item comes with. This is Metagate's version of Drift from the movie bots from our good old pal Michael Bay. I know everybody loves him. I saw Drift on a video on YouTube, and I thought I kind of fell in love with the way he looked. It was an awesome looking spectacle of a third-party transformer, and I just had to get it. As you know, I got a few movie bots. I got probably a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there's a 5 somewhere of movie bots here. Mainly, Megatron and Galvatron, two Optimuses, and I thought I had something else. Maybe I don't. But yeah, at least 4 movie bots I have. I really think they're well made. All unique. 2 of them are unique toys. Well, actually not 2 of them. Actually, 1 is unique toys. These others are knockoffs. 2 knockoffs from unique toys. A bigger version of Megatron, bigger version of the I forgot the name of the one. I'll put it on screen. And I'll bring them out to show them a little bit. And I got this L2 Legendary Toys version of Optimus, which is awesome. So just to get into the mode of the movie mode a little bit, Drift is a pretty awesome character. He's one of the triple changers, probably the first movie bot triple changer introduced. And they made toys off of him, probably from lower toy lines, but they are always like either he transformed into a car or one mode he transformed into a helicopter. But this time they put a triple changer together, and that's why I said when I saw it and I saw how good he looked, let's see how good he looks in person. But I said this is gonna be, I couldn't pass it up. So the box is pretty cool. It has a picture of him as you already seen, and then comes in car mode. So it'd be good to do some comparisons since I already got this is not really the one that was in the movie with it. It's Transformers 4 that came with the other version of Optimus Prime, which I got right here. Go ahead and get him out a little bit. And beautiful knockoff from Unique Toys for Optimus. And I just had to indulge myself on this real quick. It was just the thing to do. So, right now we got Drift's weapons, and we got some extra blades here that I think are part of the helicopter mode, as well as these main ones. And they do probably split apart somehow, yeah. And we'll get to that later. I'm sure he's got got some missiles in this package. Some other small pieces look like it's part of the car. Rearview mirrors. I don't know if I'm gonna install them or not. And the instructions don't look bad on this. They really don't. They look like they got them really colorized at the right time and right moments. I don't mind instructions like this. I don't know if I'll go by them, but they're just good to have, And so let's get out and let's take a first look at Drift. And I really been longing to see how this thing looks and feels, because these unique toy versions are great, and they feel just like any other masterpieces from the main G1 line. And so far, not disappointed. Very, very, I'll go ahead and throw them all together. The look of this looks very good. Car mode, rolls. I'll put it on my main table real quick and see how it rolls, see if it rubs any. Doesn't fully roll all the way at times, but I'm sure it does at other times. But I see the wheels moving, and it's not perfectly flush with the floor yet. It's kind of close proximities here, but either way, we're not here trying to roll them around like we were little kids again. We're here as collectors and animators, so do what we can. So anyway, at first look, love the color on it. I don't know what kind of purplish blue color this is. It has some blue highlights here on the bottom, and looks complicated. Doesn't look like a simple transformation because this guy goes into a helicopter as well. And well, you know, it looks great. The feel of it, definitely die-cast in this. Definitely die-cast. It feels really good. And then we'll get a little quick size comparison. Just having something to size it up with, and the look of it. You know, just as Drift next to Optimus, and it's actually a good size. Be cool. Really be cool to get this guy in bot mode soon. So I have to decide whether I'm gonna go helicopter mode or bot mode first. But I just wanted to get a good first look at this, and it really looks good. It looks like I expected it to look. And yeah. So we already talked about the feel and the look of it in bot mode. So it's gonna be pretty quick because there's no mechanics here. So I'm gonna get it into alt mode soon. Whew. First transformation, I decided to go to bot mode. Wow. This guy is amazing and very complicated in a sense. It's not the most complicated transformer I ever came in sense with. I mean, it came to dealings with, but it definitely is a interesting transformer. I'll just say it like that. Can't really turn the hands like you just saw me do there at the wrist. You have to turn them at the cup of the sleeve. I mean, at the elbow, kind of like right below the elbow turn. Very tight on my left side to turn this at all. And, ooh, it's very tight. And there's a few things I can say about this, you know, before we get to jet mode. Take a quick look at this beautiful looking samurai warrior, Drift from the movie. And he's an awesome specimen to have. This is not Unique Toys. This is Metagate. I don't know if it's a derivative of Unique Toys or what. I finally found out where that missing panel. I will put some pics up later about things that happen. A lot of things pop off in this. Not a lot, but there's some things that can pop off on this figure. I didn't like that particularly. The fact that when I first opened up the hands to transform it, pulled the arms out from the car, this piece popped off. And I had to pop it back in. It's not the only piece. I'm gonna put up some pics either now or later of pieces that seem to just pop off, you know, and at least they pop back on. That's a good thing. But Metagate, the look of the figure is beautiful, and the feel of it is, but the transformation is, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you're twisting it at the places where they say for you to twist it. You got to make sure, it's good to watch a review like IMGO or somebody like that. They're very, you know, the people that have tested this before, I'm not even sure I got the leg fully snapped in like it needs to be, but it's good enough to finish this review anyway. The weight of the figure is great. No problem there. The design is, it looks very well designed. But the transformation, as far as engineering, great engineering, is just I don't know. Is it a material issue? Is it a build issue? It's just something about, at least from car mode to bot mode, that I feel like you just have to be careful. It's maybe this just goes along with all these type of bots, you know, there's movie bots and stuff. You just have to be careful on how you go about doing it. The articulation is pretty, let's find out mechanics wise, you know, up and down is good, up, it gets hindered by the collar here. But you can pop the head off and go up a little bit. Yeah, you can go up side to side, no problem. He's going to pull the head out from the collar to do it. And, you know, the elbow, wrist, 90 degrees at least. Not so easy to move the arms because you got to twist it just to get the hands position. At least the hands do have what I like when they go up. Of course, the 4 fingers are on one deal instead of individually articulated. Same with the other hand. But at least that happens for that. I mean, this side is not tight for me. It's not super tight. It's tight, but it's not super tight. This other side, to get the hands situated, you have to situate the hands by right by the elbow, basically. So the elbow turner, if I'm even saying it correctly. And then you got to get these shoulders situated just right. Even when I put a picture up where you see that even with this shoulder, just to get it transformed right and you got to have it in the exact right place. No joke. You got to have it in the exact right place to do it. Let me see if I can get it to where I can. If not, I'm moving on. See how now I'm kind of stuck? I don't want to break it or nothing, so I got to find out where do I relax the arm. You know, you got to really consider where you're twisting this to relax it. And I just broke the transformation a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up later. And there's a lot of panels to get out the way. This is about as far as a Van Damme I can get it unless I find a way to get this out of the way. I know a lot of you guys might not like that, but look, it has a little bend there at the knee, outward. So you still get a weird looking Van Damme. Backwards and forward. Like I said, these panels are in the way. So unless you maneuver those panels out of the way somehow without breaking it, it's just probably a no-go on this Monty effect. So we do have ankle tilt as part of the transformation. I don't want to do that because you got to actually have these feet right in the right place to get them to lock in. But they do have teeth here that bend up and down. You heard that noise. These teeth that bend up and down, part of the transformation. That kind of locks the foot into place. So great collector's item. May not be something you're going to be transforming back and forth a lot as of yet. From what I understand, I think the Jetmo's a little simpler, but and I haven't messed with these pieces here too much. I know this breaks apart for the Samurai. I'm gonna find out where to put these on here in a second. But just a little quick thing, you know, Drift was a very instrumental warrior.
It's the feast of the blood was sent, unleash the beast within. I walk around with the strength of 100 men. To best the run before I count to 10. Blood dripping from my canine like a fountain pen. It seems I've been asleep for 1,000 years. The way my world has changed, it brings me 1,000 tears. Prince of darkness, he walks through the rays of light. To this beat of empire, I'm the prototype.
Got some of his weapons out, and it comes with these missiles I don't have. It's probably for copter mode. Not there yet. And I got his extra swords and blades, I'm sure for copter mode as well, that can stick on the back of his back plate here, and don't know if I got them in the right place or not, but that's really cool. They can move up and down to suit your needs. Holds the blades really good, just don't really have a full round grip on them. It just sticks into the palm real well, and you don't have to worry about dropping. It's not going anywhere, but it's just not really any full grip on the blades. And I'm going to show you some size comparisons here in a minute while it's in bot mode before we go to jet as our finale. But this does split apart really tightly put in there. You know, first time I took this apart, I knew I had to have a spudger to help get this apart, because it just wasn't super easy to get it apart. It goes completely, well, that's funny. This one actually is part of the copter blade. This is the one that actually forms part of the copter, I'm sure, but this one actually splits straight down the middle, comes completely apart. This one doesn't come, so don't get confused. Don't try to tear them apart like I almost did. When one comes apart that way, I'm sure these clip in on the sides of this. Whoops, until we get to copter mode, we'll see that more, how these plug into the sides of this to go on top. But we'll get to copter mode, but I am very impressed with what I see here. It's still a very beautiful looking figure. And I wasn't gonna be too much of a collector for the movie bots, but it just, you know, sometimes something comes along, like a few Megatrons, a few Galvatrons, and you just fall into that cycle of saying, hey, I gotta have that. So we'll get to copter mode, and then we'll see how that looks, and we'll get final thoughts there. Before I forget, and I finally got the arm down, I had to go almost untransform it again to get it into the pivot position to get the arm down on it. I got a few little comparisons. All I have is masterpiece comparisons, and I'll bring my LT back on. I never did transform this up because I was fiddling with this so much, as I always make that excuse when something takes a little longer than I expected it to take. At least it has Prime from the first 3 movies next to it, and a masterpiece hot rod to give you a little sense of scale with it. It scales pretty well with the masterpiece line. About head to head with, it's got bend knees a little bit right now, so it's definitely head to head with hot rods. A pretty sizable bot. It's hot rod's taller than any car from season 1 or season 2, just like Cup. And then you got the, the Optimus from the earlier movies before he shows up in Transformer 4 or 5. So I think that's a pretty good idea of where the scale lies with this. And any Autobot car or mini bot, let's get Fans Toys Jazz down real quick. Show you how much smaller he is from this standpoint. You see that even he stands taller than Jazz. So I think I like the size. I do want to do a series one day, like I see a few others on YouTube that have pretty cool animation channels, and mixes them in sometimes with different lines and stuff. And I do want to do a series to mix these guys in with the Gen 2, the Gen 1 lines of the Transformers. So let's get the Transformer into jet mode. Okay, guys, got done with the helicopter mode. It's a far cry. It's definitely the weakest of all the modes. We'll take a quick look here. I didn't add the missiles. When I got done with this, I don't really have it totally together, you know. I know the legs come to plug into the chest, but I wanted to get done with this review, so I kind of made a little quicker work of it. But this is a good attempt at a triple changer for the movie bots. It's a decent attempt, I should say. It's definitely not, by far, not perfect, but, you know, intuitive nonetheless. A lot of detail here. Hard probably to see with the kind of lighting I have today. I don't have the greatest lighting here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. You know, and it's a copter, man. I don't know the type of copter this is. I've seen similar copters, not probably looking exactly like this, but I've seen copters with the kind of high blades. And I couldn't tell you unless I put it on the screen what kind of copter that would be. But I still am sufficiently impressed with what they're trying to bring to the table. And being a movie bot and being a triple changer, that says a lot. And you can see the size on this guy compared to Optimus is actually sizable in its copter mode. I would say it's a little more sizable in its copter mode than it is in its car mode. I think the car mode's amazing. You know, I think the car mode's absolutely amazing on it. And copter mode does leave some a little bit to be desired, but you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So doesn't have the versatility, I think, overall in this figure that some of the other figures have. I think on Shozi I paid around $112 for this, $110, somewhere around that line. If I do have the information, I'll try to post it on my screen. But overall, decent attempt. I know my black towel may not be bringing out the features because it's definitely blending in with this black towel, but I'm not going to change it at this late date. But it makes my Optimus here pop. So no further ado, you guys. I think if you want a representation of a triple changer from the movies, this is, and it happens to be Drift. Probably won't get a better one for at least a little while. This is the current best one out there, I would say. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed it. Lord, you guys take care. You have a good weekend and a good coming weekend, and be blessed.
I strike back with a vengeance, the father of your descendants, and I can't be deflected by your silver cross pendants. Bloody holy water, you make the false images. Watch weed from the sickle, your life diminishes. Sting like the scorpion, strike with the force of king. My blood is known to revitalize the corpse of men. In the last days, they said that they would walk again. The blind, deaf, and the dumb.